guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the damn channel. I want to welcome you guys back. We are back on the live stream tonight, and we are still going back and revisiting and re-reviewing the Friday the 13th movies. Did they stand the test of time? Or should I say, which one stood the test of time? What's up, first responders? You are first on the live stream. Congratulations for that. Last night we did Friday the 13th, the final chapter. And that was a badass revisit and re-review live stream last night. Probably one of the best we had so far. Giga Chad, man. Hope no one ate any damn enchiladas. Oh, yeah, that's going to be quoted throughout the whole live stream. I can probably already tell you that. So therefore, last night we revisited a final chapter. Tonight we are going to revisit and chat and re-review Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, to come out in 1985, 38 years later. Let's see if it stood the test of time. Yeah. That wasn't me, that was my neighbor. So, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, was supposed to be, according to Paramount and, well, no, not according to Paramount Pictures. According to Frank Mancuso Jr., who was now in charge of the Friday the 13th franchise, was the plan was for the final chapter to be the final chapter, but it had made so much money. They made it for $2.2 million, and they came back and made anywhere between $30 to $60 million. So all these Friday the 13th movies so far, one through final chapter, had made anywhere from 30 to 60 to 80 million dollars. So the final chapter made another 30 to 50 to 60 million dollars. So Frank Mancuso Jr. was like, well, cool, we went out with a bang. And then Paramount Pictures, who was carrying the Friday the 13th franchise, said, whoa, wait a minute. We're still milking this cash cow. We're still squeezing the teat on this cash cow. Let's come out with another one. And Frank Mancuso Jr.'s like, good God, we fucking chopped him up into pieces. We killed him off. How are we going to do this? So Paramount Pictures said, think of something. Well, they thought of something, and whether it was successful for the Friday the 13th movies or not, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, came out a year later. But here's the kicker, and here's the catch to this Friday the 13th movie. It really didn't have Jason in it, and that's why it's one of the most controversial Friday the 13th. It's one of the least popular Friday the 13th. It's got a good cult fan following for Friday the 13th fans, but a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like the twist at the end, which we'll get to, and but Paramount Pictures didn't care. They were still milking the shit out of that cash cow of Friday the 13th. So, they got a new director. Joseph Zito backed out of it because he's like, we did the final chapter. I killed off Jason. I'm not going to come back and make another Friday the 13th. So, they got another director at the last minute, basically, and boy, did they get the last resort director for this. Danny Steinman, who was a porn director and also directed such stupid-ass movies that was basically sex-driven, called Savage Streets. They got Danny Steinman to come and direct Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Very, very piece of shit director, very asshole director, and no one could get along with him. There was a lot of stress, a lot of tension on the set because of Danny Steinman. He was a big-ass pervert, of course, because he'd been directing porns and such movies like Savage Streets, but he just was not meant to direct a Friday the 13th movie, but what we got is what we got. So, what we got so far. Tim, welcome to the live stream, Tim. A New Beginning. The movie is a guilty pleasure. Yes, I was just about to say that. I like A New Beginning. It's an enjoyable watch for me. It's not one of my favorites, but it does have Pam in it, who is played by Melanie Kinnaman. Pam is freaking smoking hot. And if you guys seen the movie, you know what the hell I'm talking about. It also has John Shepherd, who comes back to play the adult Tommy Jarvis, who was played by Corey Feldman previously in a final chapter. But Corey Feldman comes back in as a special guest appearance for the beginning of A New Beginning. Corey Feldman comes back to shoot the very beginning of it, but that's all you see. You see Corey Feldman, Tommy Jarvis in the woods, and he's looking at Jason's grave, and then two guys come into the cemetery with shovels, and they dig up Jason, and Jason comes out of the grave and kills the two guys. By the way, there's some obscene kills in this one, too. What do you expect when you got Danny Steinman directing the Friday the 13th movie? You get lots of tits, too, by the way. Lots of cuss. I mean, the whole script is just F-bombs and cussing. Danny Steinman was an ignorant wretch. He kind of reminded me of the Rob Zombie of the 80s, if you would. This is kind of like the Rob Zombie reboot Halloween movie of the Friday the 13th movies. So, Jason comes out of the grave after they dig him up, kills the two guys. Corey Feldman's sitting there watching in the rain, getting rained on, and Jason starts walking toward him closer and closer, and then you find out it's just a dream. And then you see John Shepherd, the adult Tommy Jarvis. And Tom Shepherd plays a good job as the adult Tommy Jarvis. I don't care what anybody says. He doesn't have a lot of speaking lines. He's suffering from major PTSD, and he's been locked up in a home, a sanitarium, if you will. But they take him back to a camp for less fortunate people and young adults for therapeutic reasons when they're going through cuckoo land. And no better place than, you guessed it, right there in Camp Crystal Lake, of course. So already the script and the writing, it was also written by Danny Steinman, by the way. The screenplay was already, the storyline for Friday the 13th, A New Beginning's already starting to give me head scratches. You're like, really? They're sending him to a youth cabin in the woods for troubled youths that's been through a bunch of bullshit like Tommy Jarvis has, and lo and behold, coincidentally, or not coincidentally, the youth counseling group, home, if you will, to help these troubled youths is out there in Camp Crystal Lake, or by Camp Crystal Lake. Really? Thank you, Danny Steinman, for such an imagination there, butthole. What have we got? It has Joey, the fake shit. Come and eat Mama's stew. Oh, God, there's so many bad characters. There's some good characters in this movie, but there's so many bad characters in this movie. You tell him, Mama, would you shut the fuck up? And you know what part I'm talking about. Anthony, welcome to Livestream. They actually had to get special permission from Steven Spielberg because of the Goonies. That's right. Feldman was in the middle of filming The Goonies. That's why he didn't come back to reprise the role. And they had to change the story for him to be an adult anyways. But yeah, he had to get special permission from old Spielberg himself for Corey to play in that quick little 3 to 5 minute part at the beginning. So yeah, good source of information there. Anton, you get the first pinup comment of the night, because Mr. Anton is exactly correct on that. It's basically a juvenile halfway house. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to spit out there. First responders got mad at this movie. He's just really pissed off at Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Do you think Pam and the main doctor were hooking it? I'm sure they probably did the hibbity-dibbity a few times there in the office, you know, if you know what I mean, the hibbity-dibbity. So I'm sure they did the hibbity-dibbity while they were eating a fresh batch of enchiladas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in his office they were doing the hibbity-dibbity. So yeah, I do believe that Mr. Tim Atkins, best mustache on YouTube, best mustache in the horror movie community, and best mustache in the Halloween movie community, Mr. Tim Atkins. So already this movie has it's okay. Kind of a weird beginning. Everybody gets fired up at the beginning because you're like, cool, Corey Feldman's back. Cool, Jason rises up from the grave and then shoots to John Shepherd. It's getting transferred in the van from the home, from the juvenile sanitarium he was at, or whatever, the mental hospital, whatever you want to call it. Loony bin. There we go. Whatever. I don't care. I'm out of control. Shows him driving to the halfway youth camp that just so happens to coincidentally be right around Camp Crystal Lake. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Tommy Jarvis is going to be happy about that one. They lied about the last movie being the last chapter. Of course they did. Paramount Pictures definitely lied to Frank Mancuso Jr. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, Joseph Zito wouldn't come back. They actually wanted Ted White to come back for part 5 to play Jason again, and Ted White's like, no, you guys killed me off in the last movie, hence the name, the final chapter. So there's a little another cool nugget of information for you. They actually had plans for Ted White to come back, but he did not. So they got Tom Morga instead, who was a stuntman in various movies, such as the Police Academy movie and several other. You can look up Tom Morga's Wikipedia, but all I know is he was a stunt double in a lot of the Police Academy movies and other movies like that. But Tom Morga did good, and we will get to that, even though he's not really the real Jason. He's actually Roy Burns, or supposed to be Roy Burns, and you'll figure out who Roy Burns is. It's not really Jason Voorhees. This is the Friday the 13th, A New Beginning with Roy Burns. What do we got so far? I'm running off here at the mouth. They have the Greaser duo that gets killed off right away. What was the point? Yeah, let's bring up that point real quick, Tim. Mr. Tim Atkins. They get these Greaser buddies that break down on the side of the road, can't get the car fixed, and the guy has to go take a piss, and the other guy goes to try to look under the hood to fix the car, but he gets killed off screen with a flare to the mouth, I believe, and it's not Jason Voorhees, it's Roy Burns. So the other guy, who's really fucking obnoxious, that owns the car, comes back, sits in the car, he's like, Root toot tootie, Rudy tootie tootie, better fix the fucking car. Root toot tootie, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. See, there you go. There's that great script written by Danny Steinman right there. Root toot tootie, better fix the fucking car. And he's trying to start the car, he's like, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Yeah, the whole point of that was there was no point. I guess just to add to the body count of this freaking Friday the 13th movie that either, if it was going to be, they should have made it better, got a better director and a better writer for it, or they shouldn't have just had it at all. So yeah, root toot tootie, better fix the fucking car. You guys know what part I'm talking about in the movie. Gonna kick fucking ass. T. Clark, well, exactly, T. Clark agrees. Nothing more than a kill count. Welcome to the live stream. Timmy, or whatever the hell his name is, yeah, first responders, all the big 3 technically heaven entry, whether or not the killer, pretty much. Fix the car, you're a dead man. Then he gets back in the car, root toot tootie, better fix the fucking car, root toot tootie toot tootie, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. That is just great writing right there. I really wish I could be more like Danny Steinman. In fact, you know what, Danny Steinman's going to come back from the dead, because Danny Steinman did die at the age of 70, and who gives a shit. Danny Steinman is coming back from the dead as a zombie, and he's going to finish the live stream tonight of his of his creation of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, because that guy really has some intelligent things to say and to write down on paper. Anyways, root toot tootie, Mr. Tim Atkins, gonna kick your fucking ass. So yeah, already this movie is raising question marks are just floating out at the top of people's skulls already. But like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. This movie's got a lot of fans, a lot of people like it. So we're going through all the Friday the 13th movies, so that's why we're gonna choke our way through this one, kind of like how we did with part 3. This cast is okay. It's better than part 3's cast, but not by much. But there are some characters I really like Tim Atkins mentioned, Pam, Melanie Kinnaman. Tom Shepard does a great job for what parts that he does have as the young adult Tommy Jarvis. Has Shavar Jones, who plays Reggie the Reckless in it, and he has a good part in it. So there is some good characters in this, and then there's some bad characters in this, like the character of Joey. Big fat slug guy that walks around eating chocolate bars at the youth halfway camp. Gets chocolate all over the laundry, offers chocolate bars to Vic, which this is a good part that we're going to be getting to. Everybody remembers who Joey is, and Vic. So yeah, there is some pretty cool fun parts in this. I'm going to talk about one part of the last live. That guy is still running. Yes, legend has it, first responders, that the Cleveland Brown, the truck driver in the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, legend has it, he's still hauling his fat ass down the same road. Yeah, let the guy with rage issues handle the axe. That's funny you say that. And the guy, Vic, who plays Vic, who is chopping the wood outside, before poor little Joey offers him I would have took the chocolate bar. I love chocolate bars. But anyways, that guy that's playing Vic, he was actually in Return of the Living Dead in 1985. So he's that same fucking guy. But he doesn't have a very big part in this, but he's got a cool part in this. Chad, man, I heard Vic gets killed in a cell by Jason. I did not hear about that. But I guess he got his just desserts after all for killing poor Joey. So Joey's got chocolate all over his fingers, and he tries to help the girls with the laundry. He gets chocolate that's melted from his chocolate bars all over the clean sheets. So they say, "Go, get away, Joey," blah, blah, blah. So he goes over to Vic, and he's like, Hey, Vic. This is how he talks. "Hey, Vic, you really know how to swing that axe? Good, sir. Would you like a chocolate bar?" He's like, "I don't want nothing." That's the way Vic talks. "I don't want nothing. Leave me alone. Go away and leave me alone." So poor Joey, being the nice fat moron that he is, he's like, "You know what, Vic? I'll just lay this chocolate bar down for you, and you could just eat it later." And Vic chops it in half. Just chop. And this pisses Joey off, because that was one of his chocolate bars that he sacrificed for himself to give to axe-swinging Vic. And Joey goes, "You know what, Vic? Forget it. You know that? Just forget it." Obviously, Vic doesn't like when somebody tells him to just forget it. Okay? It wasn't a big, vague insult. It wasn't, "Fuck you, Vic. You just fucking chopped your chocolate bar in half." It wasn't, "Go to hell, Vic." It wasn't, "Go fuck yourself, Vic." It wasn't, you can drop dead, Vic." It was, "You know what, Vic? Forget it. Just forget it." Obviously, Vic doesn't like to be told to just forget something. He did not want to forget about the chocolate bar that he just chopped in half with his axe, like Joey had requested for him to do. So Vic, obviously, let's take notes here. Vic does not like being told to forget it. So therefore, guess what happens to Joey next? Does Joey give him another chocolate bar for him to sit down on the wood and get chopped in half? Or does he tell Vic to just forget it again? No, he doesn't get a chance to tell Vic just forget it again, because Vic turns the axe on Joey and tells Joey, "Hey, Joey, go fuck yourself. You fucking forget it," and chops him up in little bitty pieces. Ambulance comes to the halfway youth camp for troubled youth, whatever the hell it is, and they pick up the remains of Joey. And one of the paramedics, who turns out to be Roy Burns, is acting really strange about it, and blah, blah, blah. So, guys, just word of warning. He said he was out of line. Okay, so you can't tell Vic to just forget it, and you can't tell Vic that he was out of line. So Tim Atkins helped me out on that. But for the future here in the live stream, do not tell Vic to just forget it, or tell him he's out of line. You can tell Vic anything else. You can tell Vic shove seafood salad up his butthole, but do not tell him he's out of line, and do not tell him to just forget it. Do you guys understand so far? He became a firefighter. Excellent. All right, there's the chocolate bars. Polly, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for the chocolate. You know what, Polly? Forget it, okay? Just forget it. Yeah, don't tell Vic to just forget it and that he's out of line, and don't tell him just forget it, okay? So there you go. It should have been JLC and her. Yeah, it should have been. He became a hillbilly. I lived in a group home for just 2 years. True story. One resident got stabbed in the throat with scissors over a cigarette. So this really isn't that far-fetched. Now, I wasn't saying that the whole thing was far-fetched. I just think it's far-fetched. It just coincidentally, it just so happens to be by Camp Crystal Lake, you know, significantly. That's all I was saying. Vic decided to bury the hatchet. Literally, Mr. Tim Atkins. He decided to bury the hatchet between him and Joey in the candy bar. But again, guys, remember for this live stream, do not tell Vic that he's out of line, and do not tell Vic to just forget it. Do not tell Polly that he's out of line, and do not tell Polly to just forget it. And then we will not get the hatchet buried into us. So I hope, Savvy, everybody on the live stream, I hope we're taking notes here. Anyways, we got the Vic chocolate bar, just forget it, you're out of line part out of the way. Let's rewind a little bit as we're dropping off Tommy Jarvis, Tom Shepard, to the halfway house, youth halfway house cabin that just so happens to be in Camp Crystal Lake. It really is messed up that I have a real life story that can relate to the Joey thing. Oh, okay, but fortunately and blessedly, Mr. Anthony, you are still alive. You didn't tell Vic to just forget it, so that's good. First responders, obviously you're not paying attention to the live stream. You cannot tell Vic that he is out of line. You cannot tell Vic or Polly to just forget it and that they're out of line. So, yes, Vic was a little... Oh, Tim. Oh, God. Guys, you guys are going to get the axe to the back up here at NYC. Oh, sorry, that's another Friday the 13th. So Tommy Jarvis gets dropped off to the halfway youth camp, which just conveniently is in Camp Crystal Lake. Then in enters the beautiful Melody Kinnaman, who plays Pam. She gets him to come out of the side. They meet the head guy. I can't remember his name because he got such a doll part in it, but Tom Jarvis, John Shepard, he obviously was paying attention to what I had to say and took heed here on the live stream. He didn't tell anybody when he first got inside the camp to meet the head counselor and Pam. He didn't tell anybody that they were out of line and to just forget it. So he passes. Yeah, I was just about to say, Anthony, first responders, is your name Roy? He said, no, it is not. Oh, all right, then, just forget it. Whoa. R.I.P. Bloodless, he was killed by Lizzo. So it is confirmed. Polly has just confirmed it that Bloodless was crushed and eaten to death by Lizzo. And he probably told her to just forget it. This just keeps getting better and better, guys. So we got a good, fun start so far to Friday the 13th, A New Beginning from 1985. And we've learned a few things. I hope everybody's taking notes. We're not telling Vic to just forget it, and we're not telling Polly to just forget it either. Polly's capable of a lot of dangerous shit, too. Show the Vampire became a light... Yeah, I bet you Bloodless is a light snack for anybody. The frickin' wuss. So, Chadman, Vic wasn't a chocolate bar guy. Yeah, maybe if he offered him a Jolly Rancher or a Jawbreaker, a Gobstopper, or maybe a candy apple. Yeah, it just, obviously, Joey had it coming. He didn't make the right decision by trying to give Vic a chocolate bar. Like Chadman says, he just wasn't a chocolate bar guy. But what made it 10 times worse, you guys guessed it, he told him that he's out of line and to just forget it. And he buried the hatchet and told Joey, you just fucking forget it. And Joey forgot it. I'm sure he was reminded by Satan down in hell that he forgot it. Vic strikes me as a payday guy because he's completely nuts. He'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal. Good one, Anton. Hey, you know what? There's the second there's the second pinup message for for Anthony already. God. Joey needed a Snickers bar. Yes, Chad, man. If you watched the Snickers commercials throughout the decades, you would know that giving Vic a Snickers bar would have definitely made him feel better. Better, Vic? Better. But no, he was handed a generic chocolate bar. He was told he was out of line, and he was told to just forget it. Bloodless got killed eating wires. Probably so. We've already got a damn message. Yep. So, okay, the beautiful Melody, the gorgeous smoking hot Melody Kinnaman, who plays Pam, her, and the head counselor, I can't remember this dude's name, maybe somebody can Wikipedia it, but They tell Tommy to go upstairs to the first door on the left or the right, stow your gear, welcome to this camp, blah, blah, blah. Tell him, give him the spill. And that's where he goes upstairs to his room and he meets Shavar Jones, who is Reggie the Reckless. And Reggie the Reckless dangles a rubber spider in front of Tommy Jarvis, and Tommy Jarvis rears back and he goes, "So you scared of spiders? Are you scared of rubber spiders? Are you scared of rubber spiders on a string? Boy, you just plain scared of everything, aren't you?" Tommy Jarvis, remember from the final chapter as a kid, created his own monster mask. So he turns his back, gets one of his masks out of his backpack, puts it on, and scares the shit out of Reggie the Reckless. So Reggie the Reckless is obviously scared of monster masks. Rubber fake monster masks that go on your head. So there you go, Reggie the Reckless. He may be scared of rubber spiders on strings, but you are scared of monster masks. Okay there, bub? Bloodless ate some enchiladas and Lizzo was shaking the outdoor stuff. Yeah, and Lizzo was singing, "Baby, baby, baby." Good God, I can't wait to get to that part. Damn enchiladas. One scared, yeah, you just one scared cat, aren't you? Yeah, Tim, thank you for that. Imagine if Lizzo was sucking on Maestro toes for breakfast. I will never imagine that. By the way, Polly, you just forget it. You can just forget it. There you go. That's for the comment there, bub. You may be able to dog on everybody else on this live stream, but you ain't gonna shit on the Maestro Megatron. I'm too quick for you. So Reggie the Reckless and Tommy Jarvis get acquainted with one another, shows him all the masks that he's made. Reggie goes to touch one, and Tom Shepard's like, "Don't," or John Shepard, whatever the hell. I'm losing track here because I'm just going in all kinds of different directions for this Friday the 13th in the beginning. So far this movie's kind of fun to make fun of, that is, and there's the Vic part so far, telling him that he's out of line and to just forget it, so far is the funnest part to talk about in this movie. Yeah, Vic can forget it too. Yeah, Polly, you can just forget it, and Vic can just forget it, because I guarantee you don't know where a hatchet's at or an axe, Polly. You can just forget it. So anybody, while I open up my other can of bubbly here, does anybody have anything to add to the live stream? Or are you guys just sitting there just forgetting it? I mean, it's up to y'all. Which, if you guys are just sitting there just forgetting it, I wouldn't advise that. That wasn't me, it was my neighbor. Yeah, Bloodless can just forget it. And I think Bloodless just forgot it, because we ain't seen Bloodless since. In fact, Polly, now I think I know what happened to Bloodless. You were chopping some firewood because you might be getting some cold weather where you're at, and Bloodless come up with a chocolate bar, just trying to be nice, and he said, "Here, I'll lay it right here for you, Polly, and you can just eat it later." And you went, "Ah!" You chopped the chocolate bar in half. And Bloodless turned to you. "You know what? You're out of line, Vic. You know what? Just forget it. You can just forget it." And then you chopped them up. Now I know what happened. Maestro, make us a prime rib. Ooh, that does sound good. Yeah, you know, I do love the barbecue. If you've seen some of my videos, and a damn prime rib burger does sound pretty damn good, Polly. But you can just forget it, and Vic can just forget it. First responders, you can definitely just forget it. Anthony, you can just forget it too. Tim Atkins, just forget it. Mustache. So pretty much this cast of characters that's in this halfway youth camp, they're not necessarily dull, they're just so-so characters. I don't even remember any other name. This is one of my least watched Friday the 13th, but I do watch it. I'm a big Roy Burns fan. I love some of the kills. I love the Vic part where he can just forget it. I love the rubber spider part. And I also love the part where Reggie the Reckless gets to go see his older brother, and they're sitting in the back of a station wagon, and for some odd reason, they're eating TV dinner enchiladas. And elk burgers are freaking delicious, first responders. Try Mondo Burger. Yeah, if nothing else on Friday the 13th. Oh, he retracted it. You know what, Anthony? You can forget it. You can just forget it. So yeah, so far revisiting, re-reviewing Friday the 13th, A New Beginning from 1985. It's not forgettable. It's been a fun revisit so far. I like getting, yeah, the first 6 movies, yes. What amazes me is we're already to the 5th one, A New Beginning already. But that's okay. So, we figure out and find out in the movie here as it progresses in the beginning that, and you could just forget it, that Tommy Jarvis is a badass. One of the stupid shithead motherfuckers that fucks a girl in the woods all the time in A New Beginning tries to scare Tommy Jarvis the next day down where they're eating breakfast and he's poking him, and Tommy Jarvis just lays waste to this guy. I don't even remember this guy's name. I can't stand him, but just beats the shit out of him. Just lays waste into this guy. So we find out that Tommy is a badass fighter. And he gets in 2 fights in this movie, as a matter of fact. So it's pretty damn cool. Ezra, welcome to Livestream. Every Friday the 13th kind of defined the 80s. They made one every year except 88. Yes, and except for the final chapter, because it got made 2 years after part 3. So yeah, you were right. Forget it, Maestro. Just forget it. But I think you're really Tim Atkins. You take that back right now. I would hate to have to take the chocolate bar away from you, and I know you like chocolate bars. You could just forget it. Everybody can just forget it. You know what? Live stream over. Just forget. Just kidding, guys. Are me and Ezra the only non-mod? Yeah, so far, yeah, everybody's a mod but you guys. But as time goes, if we run into a lot of trolls on the live stream, you guys will be made mods too. Trust me, we won't just forget it. Okay. So yeah, so far, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning is a fun watch. We've covered some pretty cool parts so far, especially with Vic. So yeah, Tommy Jarvis lays waste to that punk ass. And then all of a sudden outside, well, actually, this is the part before Tommy Jarvis lays waste. They catch old dude and his girlfriend fucking in the woods, which is around the property of the old lady that has the son that drives the motorcycle. I tell you, I caught one of your kids once again fucking on my property. I catch him fucking again, I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah, you know that lady. So we meet the dumbass mom that lives in that area and the dumbass son. You tell him, mama. Where she turns around and says, would you shut the fuck up? Just great script writing in this movie, let me tell you. Ethel, yeah. So the police officer that brings the horny ass kids back refers to her as Ethel. Sorry, I don't remember a lot about this movie because, like I said, it's my least watched one, but it's still a fun popcorn flick. I'm especially having fun making fun of it, and I'm not going to just forget about it. But she turns around to her son, would you shut the fuck up? Chad man's cracking up, man. So we've pretty much met all the characters so far, but we need to still meet Reggie the Reckless's enchilada-eating motherfucking brother. Uh-oh, Anthony's got the axe back out. Someone must have told him to just forget it. They be making so much. Yeah, I guess when they were doing the hibbity-dibbity out in the woods, Ethel and her son heard it. Brought him back to that wasn't me, that was my neighbor. Brought him back to the youth halfway camp. So the rest is history. Pam is still smoking hot in this movie and remains to be smoking hot. So yeah, the kills start to begin after Joey gets chopped up into pieces by Vic for telling him just forget it and that he's out of line. And you're like, is it Jason? Because, I mean, yeah, it was a dream that young Tommy Jarvis had at the beginning of the movie. So is it Jason? Who the hell is it? They didn't give any indication that Jason was still alive. There was no scene where Jason comes back from the grave or that he survived being chopped up into little pieces by Tommy Jarvis in the final chapter. So you're just like, okay, these people are dying, but they're dying in the same MO as Jason, in the same fashion as Jason. So you're like, is it Jason or what? I guess it's Jason. They're playing the music, so it must be Jason. No, it wasn't me. Polly saying, ooh, I don't know what's going on here. For turn, we are talking about Friday the 13th, A New Beginning from 1985, 38 years later. Tim, just to digress for a sec, are you excited for the movie Thanksgiving? Yes, I'm going to watch that movie because that's going to be a fun live stream to do on this channel. That will be a fun live stream. It looks like just a fun slasher flick. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that movie. And we will review it and talk about it here on the live stream. Or you can just forget it, Tim Atkins. So yeah, by the way, for turn, welcome to the live stream. First responders puking. Either he ate too many of Joey's chocolate bars, or he doesn't want to see the new movie Thanksgiving. Since we digressed and backed up a little bit, which I'm glad Mr. Tim Atkins brought that up, because that does look like a fun movie to watch and talk about on the live stream. But first responders was sick and vomited. No one knows why. Might have had one of Joey's chocolate bars. Maybe yes, that's what it is. Sorry, it was Ethel's stew, because obviously her son cannot eat his mom's Ethel stew no more, because after he gets the shit beat out of him. Tommy Jarvis has 2 fights where he beats the shit out of somebody in this movie. Beats the shit out of Junior on the motorcycle, just machete to the neck as he's driving by, being a big baby for getting his ass beat by Tommy Jarvis. And she's like, would you get your ass in here? You know you can't resist Mama Stew. Get your ass in here and eat Mama Stew. And then he reaches through the window and kills Ethel, thank God. I ate too many damn enchiladas. That's what you should have said. First respond. Anthony, did you steal my sandwich out of my Okay, so now Polly has got some problems on this live stream so far. He's not only did he chop Joey's chocolate bar in half, not only did he chop Polly or Bloodless in half, because he tried to offer Polly a chocolate bar and said just forget it and that he's out of line. Polly is now looking for a missing sandwich out of the fridge. Ethel spits at his oh yeah, she goes, get in here and eat Mama Stew. You know you can't resist Mama Stew. Good God, so many stupid characters in this movie. But like I said, it's an enjoyable, guilty pleasure Friday the 13th. I haven't been to your fridge, Polly. Besides, I don't like chocolate-covered oh, okay. So it wasn't a chocolate bar that Bloodless laid down when Polly was chopping the firewood. It was a chocolate-covered chicken. One of those whole young chickens covered and lathered in chocolate. And that's about time Bloodless said, just forget it, Polly. Yeah, first responder's going to go get the hatchet and he's going to bury it. You can just forget it, Polly, all right? Just forget it. And I don't have to tell you that you're out of line, because you're always out of line, Polly. So yeah, these kids in the halfway camp. Hey, what's up, Cat? Welcome to the live stream. Hello to you. They're getting killed. We assume it's Jason. That wasn't me. That was my neighbor. Oh, well, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. So far, we are revisiting and re-reviewing all the Friday the 13th movies. Tonight, we are on Friday the 13th, A New Beginning from 1985, 38 years later. So if you've seen the movie, feel free to add any comments, questions, or trivia about it, or any little Wikipedia facts. I have a camera and it shows you dressed as Captain Underpants stealing. Man, I love that costume. First Responders is still pulling out the axe, and Giga Chad Man has pulled up the disc. We also have a Discord. There's the link, Cat. And if you'd like to join our Discord as well, there is the link. Yeah, I love that costume, Polly. I can't help it. I have aspired to be Captain Underpants all my life, and I'm the Maestro Megatron YouTuber by day. Well, I guess late evening too, and by late night I am Captain Underpants. So yeah, it was me. I stole that was a damn good sandwich you had in that fridge. I couldn't help myself. And I knew you were in trouble upstairs in your house, but I mean that sandwich was so good. I was eating. I mean, I was trying to wolf it down to go help you, but Vic had already gotten a hold of you, so it was too late, anyways. Yes, join the Discord on your PC, first responders. So let's just go ahead and get to the best part of this whole movie. Reggie the Reckless talks Pam into taking him, and they take Tommy Jarvis too to go see his older brother, and they just so happen. Now remember, this is the lovely screenwriting and the lovely script that was written by Danny Steinman. His brother is with his girlfriend in the middle of the woods in the back of a station wagon, and they are eating enchiladas. Now, I know what I was doing back in 1985 in the 80s. I was breakdancing, wearing parachute pants, not Shelly's pants. And I was had the ghetto blaster on my shoulder, and I was enjoying the music and all the good fads of the 80s. I sure as hell was not and never had the thought of going out in the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere in the back of a station wagon, and I sure as hell wasn't eating Russell Stover's TV dinner enchiladas. So there you go. Like I said, that's that great screenplay writing by Danny Steinman, who directed this abortion of a Friday the 13th. Oh, don't tell me to forget it, Polly. You know what happens when you tell people to forget it on this live stream. You saw what happened to Joey. You know what happened to Bloodless. You just forget it, bub. First responder, hey, Polly, don't say that, man. Don't even say that son of a bitch's name out loud. Let's just keep it together. Oh, did he have pizza too? See, I can't even remember. Like I said, it's my least watched one, and beer. So they're out in the middle of the woods. Reggie the Reckless's brother. And by the way, the guy that plays Reggie the Reckless's brother in this movie also was in Return of the Living Dead the same year, 1985, the same as the character of Vic. So you had two people from Return of the Living Dead in this movie from 1985, the same year of A New Beginning. Bloodless isn't here because he couldn't forget. Yeah, he just couldn't forget it. And you know what happened to him since he couldn't forget it. So yeah, out in the middle of the woods with a pizza, TV dinner, Russell Stover's enchiladas, and beer. So what the hell did you expect was going to happen to Reggie the Reckless's brother? Of course he's going to run to the shit house like he does. He runs to the portable shit house that just so happens to be out in the middle of the woods as well. And we don't find out why he's running so fast to the shit house until he makes the famous quote, the best quote in the world, even better than Vic, just forget it. Damn enchiladas! That quote right there, that is the best quote in any Friday the 13th movie, any part, any reboot, any remake. Damn enchiladas! Best quote ever in any Friday the 13th movie so far. Spider from Return of the Living Dead. Thank you, Mr. Chad, man. I knew somebody could fix that on that. Remind me of that. Polly, responder, be a good little puppy and zip it or no tree. Why? Just why? He's going to look at you, Polly, and go, you know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Yes, damn enchiladas is a 13 out of 10 for the writing in this script. He runs like Shelly. But yeah, and that's the thing. Not only was he out in the middle of nowhere drinking beer, eating enchiladas, and eating pizza in the back of a station wagon, he had went back to Higgins Haven and got Shelly's pants from part 3, and that's why he ran the way he did to the portable shit house, which so also happens to be out in the middle of the woods. We got Smiggleflort. I love the username. Smiggleflort says, silly Billy. Billy was silly. And if he wasn't silly, it wouldn't be Billy. But you know what, silly Billy? You could just forget it. Polly, I think you're drunk. That very well could be their first responders. In fact, I have suspicions that you might be drunk. I think first responders was out in the middle of the woods with Spider, Reggie the Reckless's older brother and girlfriend, in the back of the station wagon, eating the damn enchiladas, the pizza, and the beer. So we're to the all-time favorite part of this Friday the 13th. We're on the damn enchilada part. So let's get all the jokes, all the comments out of the way, because that is the best part of the movie for me. It's not well, the second best part for me is seeing Pam, Melanie Kinnaman, and the third best part for me in Friday the 13th: A New Beginning, 38 years later, is the damn enchiladas part. First Responders is just melting right now. Melting with shame and laughter and comedy. I just noticed something, guys. I'm glad everybody's here on the live stream, but we are missing Senor Sebastian Way, and he's the one who wants to definitely bring up the damn enchiladas part, which we're on, and we're missing Slammo Sammo. Responder, stop eating dirty. Ooh, good God almighty, Polly. I do have to laugh about that one. So, Anthony, I have reason. The legend has it that you were out there with Spider and his girlfriend as well, out in the middle of the woods in the back of the station wagon, eating the damn enchiladas, drinking the beer, and eating the pizza. But before the death scene and him running to the portable shit house out in the middle of nowhere because of the damn enchiladas, you had actually went someplace else in the woods, so you managed to escape that part. And we're missing Asylum Beyond the Dead and Jay Gregory. He's supposed to be off tonight. First Responders tells Polly that hurts. Was it Demon? I thought it was Spider. Sorry about that. Someone said, I guess someone's jacking with me. I don't know, Tim. So yeah, Reggie the Reckless's older brother, Demon, out in the middle of the woods with his girlfriend, eating damn enchiladas. And that's what I wanted to do back in the 80s, let me tell you, because I grew up in the 80s. My first thought in the 80s is I woke up every morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to borrow Mom and Dad's station wagon, and I'm going to get Russell Stover's TV dinner frozen enchiladas. I'm going to get pizza and beer. I'm going to drive out to the middle of the woods, and I'm going to eat this junk right in the middle of the woods. What the hell did Demon expect to happen in this part of the movie? Of course he ran to the portable shit house and said, damn enchiladas. Of course he did. You can't eat that kind of shit out in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. You're just asking for trouble. You're going to have angry asshole like Demon did. Spooter. Damn enchiladas. Love that quote. Okay, not Andrew, by the way, who has joined the live stream. Obviously, they had cheese balls out there in the middle of the woods in the back of the station wagon with the damn enchiladas, the pizza, and the beer as well. Polly, I bet the 2012 kids would say the 80s was boring. I bet you they would too. But they weren't, because I can tell you exactly what we were doing in the 80s. We borrowed Mom and Dad's station wagon, drove out in the middle of the woods, and ate enchiladas, pizza, and beer. Then we ran to the portable shit house out in the woods, and we blamed it on the damn enchiladas. Demon had an angry spot. Let's go ahead and pin that up, because that's a Tim Atkins with a classic quote and line. There's your comment pinned up. Yes, Demon had an angry spider eating that shit out in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. So there you have it. Yes, the 80s were the best, but I can guarantee you the main point I'm trying to make, First Responders and everybody on this live stream, I sure as hell wasn't out in the middle of the woods, in the back of a station wagon, eating damn enchiladas, pizza, and beer. That was the furthest thing from my mind. In fact, that wasn't even a thought in my mind. But according to Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, and Danny Steinman, who wrote and directed this abortion of a Friday the 13th, thought that it was a great idea to add in Reggie the Reckless's brother in this movie, Demon, with his girlfriend eating enchiladas in the back of a station wagon in the woods. Just great quality story writing right there. Yeah, First Responders quoted, just confirmed that he was. So there you have it. We're at the best part, the most famous scene in the Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I'm surprised Anthony's not chiming in on this, and Chad Man as well. Oh, man. So, If Responder and dog ears, you're, okay, makes him 49. Gotcha. Polly coming out with some good facts and numbers for this live stream. Damn enchiladas. So Reggie the Reckless, Pam, and Tommy leave. They got sick and tired of listening to Demon complain about the enchiladas sitting on his gut. And there's Asylum. Welcome, Asylum, to the live stream. When he kills Tina with the shears, that was a kick-ass. Yes, some of the kills were pretty damn creative in this. And that was her name, Tina, after they got done fucking in the woods again, which they got the cops called on for them at the beginning of the movie. They didn't learn their lesson. This time, they caught a slight case of death. Old boy got the shit beat out of him, laid to waste by Tommy Jarvis, got the leather horse strap tightened up around his skull and split it. And Tina got the hedge shears to the eyes. So yeah, those were a kick-ass freaking kill. Rob Zombie Jr. shows up on the motorbike, machete to the neck. Someone opened a can of Spam on the live stream, so we all know what to do on that. I don't even need to say the Spam. Some people open a can or a package of Spam and they're trying to fry it in the skillet on the stove. So anyways, Reggie, Pam, and Tommy leave. By the way, welcome, Asylum. Thanks for bringing up that kill. That is a badass kill. And that's when we get the famous iconic line for Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Demon is talking to his girlfriend, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, god damn enchiladas. He borrowed Shelly's pants, like I said, from Friday the 13th Part 3, so runs like Shelly did in Friday the 13th Part 3 because those pants are tight. Pants were too tight. Runs to the portable shithouse, and he's relieving his spider in the shithouse, if you will. Thank you for that, Asylum. Thank you, Chad, man. Yes, we do not open up cans of Spam. We do not tolerate cans of Spam on our live streams. So Demon is in there shitting up a storm, piling up the toilet full of already processed and digested enchiladas and beer and pizza, and in the portable shithouse. She's like, "What the hell? What is that?" And it's his girlfriend. She starts chuckling and giggling. It wasn't me. That was my neighbor. She obviously thought it was funny and hilarious to shake the portable shithouse in the middle of the woods while Demon is trying to pass that beast in peace. That chocolate bar is the enemy. Yeah, we were just, you need to go back to the beginning of the video, Asylum, if you weren't on the live stream. We already got to that part. You do not tell Vic that he's out of line, and you do not tell Vic to just forget it. That's how you get the axe to the back like Joey did. Thank you for that, first responders. I appreciate that. Void, what's up? Hello to you. Welcome to the live stream. We're talking about Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. 38 years later. Don't tell Vic to just forget it. And don't be eating damn enchiladas in the woods because you go to the portable shithouse like they did in the movie. Chad, man, nothing more romantic than your girl singing to you while you're in the shithouse. Great writing, Chad. Yeah, Chad, man, just brought up some more fantastic script writing in this movie by Danny Steinman, the directing. While he's in there passing that beast in peace like Joe Grizzly was in Halloween 2007, she starts singing to him to relax his gut a little bit more, to relieve the enchilada. She's, baby, baby. So he starts singing it from inside the shithouse too. Baby, baby. Yeah, that's what we were doing in the 80s, okay? Eating enchiladas in the back of a station wagon in the middle of the woods and going to the shithouse singing, making up a song and singing. That's what we were doing in 1985, according to Demon and his girlfriend. Asylum, that guy that played Demon and Vic was in the exact... Yes, they were in the exact same field with Tom Matthews in Return of the Living Dead. Yes, they were. I brought that up earlier, and I'm glad you knew about that as well. So, yeah, Demon and Vic, like I said, those actors were with Tom Matthews in Return of the Living Dead, also in 1985, same year this movie come out. Very good stuff. Veronica Mendez, hello to you. Welcome to the live stream. I swear the director had to have been drugged out of his mind. I'm pretty sure him being a porn director for this movie, I'm pretty sure he was skiing the slopes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the only explanation for the shit script we got in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I have to Return of the Living Dead 2 more. Gotcha. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I prefer the first one, but yeah, part 2 is good, and it has a great soundtrack. That was for you, Professor, because I know he always chimes in and says, I like Return of the Living Dead Part 2. That's a great movie. It's got a great soundtrack, too. I like the Professor a little bit. First responder 2023 quotes, that wasn't me, that was my name. Yes, that's actually been a quote since last year. That quote right there. First responder. Anthony, I ordered the Ultimate Edition of Halloween 4 to... Oh, no dude, I love that book. It's in my library, my library part of my room in my house, and I was just looking at that yesterday. That novel is freaking beautiful, Anthony. I am the legendary Super Saiyan Son Goku. No, you're not. You're Polly, okay? Listen, if you want me to keep being Captain Underpants, you are not a Super Saiyan. So, you're definitely not Goku. Definitely not Polly. More like Vegeta. Yeah, you're more like him. The actress' last name was Voorhees. Oh, no shit. I forgot about that. I wonder if she was related to Lark Voorhees, who played Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell. That makes me wonder if they are related, because that was her name, too. I also got the translation of the Godzilla and Godzilla Raids again, novelization from the 40s. Speaking of that, Anthony, someone, you or Chadman, have brought up... I seen the trailer for Godzilla -1. That looks pretty damn decent. It looks like a fun watch. Quote of the year for this year, because it wasn't me, it was my neighbor's been going on since last year. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. But yeah, the quote of the year is damn enchiladas for the last couple of months of this year, that is. But yeah, Godzilla -1 looks like a good, fun movie to watch. And have you guys seen the trailer for Fall Guy yet with Ryan Gosling? That looks like a kick-ass movie to watch, man. That looks like my kind of action movie to watch. The 80s Slasher Channel did the Friday the 13th Part 5 novelization. I did not know that. I bet you, I hope the novel was better than the movie, because Danny Steinman couldn't write a Friday the 13th worth a shit to save his life. Chadman, a Ghostbuster teaser trailer tomorrow. Oh, I'm definitely going to be checking that out, because I actually enjoyed Afterlife. That was actually pretty damn good. It wasn't me, my neighbor. So they're singing to one another out in the middle of the woods while Demon is dumping out his damn enchiladas. And his girl stops singing. Obviously, Jason, or Roy Burns, had gotten a hold of her. And then Demon gets it. He doesn't have to worry about enchiladas, beer, or pizza upsetting him ever again in the woods, because Jason kills the shit out of Demon. You got more of Roy's backstory in the novel. Oh, no shit. I would love to read that. That sounds like a good read. Damn enchiladas, Sebastian. I'm on your favorite part right now, and then there you finally are, Senor Sebastian Way. I've been on the damn enchiladas part here for about 10-15 minutes. Because it's my favorite part. Second favorite part was at the beginning of the video. You need to go back and watch the first of the live stream. Is Vic, you just forget it, all right? Just forget it. And then you get the axe to the back, like Joey did. By the way, don't ever tell Vic to just forget it. And don't tell him that he's out of line. And don't tell Polly to just forget it, or tell him that he's out of line, or you yourself will get the axe to the back like Joey did in this movie. Five Nights at Freddy movie is kind of bad. I've heard mixed reviews on it, First Responders. I still haven't checked it out. My headcanon was Roy is somehow related to Pamela, because it seems like they had the same new... You know what? I thought about that through the years as well, but I'm sure Danny Steinman wasn't clever enough to put 2 and 2 on a good story like that. But yeah, Anthony, that's good. And now Polly has decided to open a can of Spam on the live stream. That's fine. You know what, Polly? Forget it, all right? Just forget it. Yeah, get the axe. Try to get my back. So there you have it. I'm sorry that you came in late because you missed the whole entire spill for 15 minutes of damn enchiladas. So they get back to the camp, and let's get to this part. Meanwhile, there's the girl with the multicolored, the black and bleach blonde hair with the eye makeup, massive mascara. She's up in the room dancing to his eyes. That's one of the songs in Friday 13th. A New Beginning is His Eyes by Pseudo something. I can't remember the name of the group, but she's up there doing the dance by herself, facing her wall in her cabin. You know what part I'm talking about, guys. Meanwhile, while she's doing that dance, Jason / Roy Burns sneaks up behind her and kills her ass. I had some enchiladas earlier. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, so it's that's okay that you're late, by the way. But the reason you're late is because all of a sudden, when you were about to come onto the live stream, it was damn enchiladas, and then you didn't go to your bathroom inside the house. You went to the portable shit house that's out in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere, didn't you, Sebastian? There you go. Vic just needs to forget it. What have I told you? I love that they keep Jason's essence in the movie. They still respected the kid. Yeah, they did. They did leave the essence in the familiarity of Jason, the presence of it. So yeah, you're right about that, Asylum. I had some enchiladas. Enchiladas actually sound pretty good right now. Life in His Eyes. That's right. Yeah. She's up there doing the real weird robot dance in her room, and then Roy Burns gets her stupid ass. Baz, no, but really, YouTube is garbage. I keep the professor goes through the same thing. He gets the notification like the next day that I go live. YouTube, something terribly wrong. I put my sombrero on for this. Hell yeah, I can see that, Baz. So Senor Sebastian Way has put his celebratory sombrero on just specifically for the damn enchiladas part here in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Yes, the dream sequence at the very beginning of the movie where they actually brought back Corey Feldman for it is a hell of a dream sequence. You were right, Asylum. Regardless of what the mayor said, I don't think it's a continuity error that Jason was, cremated. They were just too late. Yeah, I do remember that. That does draw a lot of eyebrows raised and a lot of questions because they say he's cremated, that scene by the sheriff, and then they dig him up in the next movie, Jason Lives, which we're doing tomorrow night, and I can't freaking wait. But yeah, you are exactly correct to bring that up, Anton. There's no more cans of Spam on the live stream right now, first responders. And don't go digging up no cans of Spam either. Don't provoke the spam. So all these very unimportant, non-important characters in this Friday the 13th sequel get killed off. Pam and Reggie and Tommy Jarvis get back to the camp and discover that everybody's dead. And then here comes Jason wearing blue coveralls like Michael Myers, but is donning the hockey mask, but it's a different hockey mask. Instead of the red lines, the red notches, it's blue notches in the hockey mask. So everybody's like, okay, that's a different kind of Jason, but it is Jason. So they thought. Baz, besides the enchiladas, I'm not a big fan of this movie. That's kind of where we're going. We're basically just having fun making fun of this movie because Danny Steinman, who wrote and directed this movie, didn't do this movie worth of shit. The script is shit. The dialogue is shit. The story's shit. I mean, pretty cool twist at the end. Jason being the paramedic Roy Burns at the end, which we're about to talk about here. That's about all. And the damn enchiladas part, that's about the only good thing going for this movie. So you're exactly right, Baz. Good, I hate that type of thing. Asylum, in Friday the 13th, the game, and the Jarvis tape stated that someone lied about Jason's cremation, so Tama doesn't have to do anything. Gotcha, Asylum. I love the look of this. Yeah, I actually like it too, because I like the color blue, and I like the looks of this Jason anyways. Tom Morga, who played Jason / Roy Burns, he did a good job in this. Baz, you weren't here yet, but I was talking about they actually wanted Ted White to come back for this part, who played Jason in the final chapter, but he wouldn't do it. So they got Tom Morga, who was pretty much tall, real tall and lanky, but he did a good job. In their mind, slashers were porn, so why not get a porn director? Yeah, which explains the horny couple that gets killed out in the woods, showing her little fun juggies out there. So yeah, they really really stress that part. But yeah, they run into Jason, or so they think it's Jason, and good chase scene. As much as I love Melanie Kinnaman, she doesn't really act scared very good in this. Pam, I'm talking about, but she actually takes off running without Reggie the Reckless. Pam wasn't very brave in this movie. Reggie the Reckless is there by himself to basically fend for himself, but here she comes to save Reggie the Reckless countless times at the end. And you know what part I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Roy Burns was awesome. I think he was played by Dick Warlock as well. He was played by Tom Morga. Jason was played by Dick Warlock in this film. He's played by Tom Morga. Yeah, acting scared is a special talent, I guess. I guess you're right. But I guess everybody's saying it's Dick Warlock because he's back in the coveralls. So yeah, okay, Dick Warlock comes from Halloween 2 a few years later, still with the same coveralls jumpsuit, but instead of the stretched out Michael Myers mask from Halloween 2, he puts on a hockey mask instead. Sorry guys, I stand corrected. I just splashed bubbly in my damn eye too. One of the coolest parts of this ending scene where they're fighting Jason / Roy Burns is when he gets hit with the tractor with the shovel blade on the front. Boom! Leaves an indention right there in his torso. I love that part. I had forgotten all about that. I'm gonna go back and look that up, everybody, about Dick Warlock. I'm a Dick Warlock fan, anyways. Saw him in some spots. It was Dick Warlock playing him as Jason in the dream sequence. Gotcha. All right. I don't know how he walked like Michael the whole time when Jason never walked. Yeah, there was no running. He just walked in this sequel. But yeah, I do like that part where she hits him with the tractor with the shovel blade on the front, which is weird. Roy Burns is not really Jason, come to find out at the very end of this movie, but he takes punishment like a boss. I know if I get, well, I'm the Maestro Megatron. You can hit me with a tractor with a scoop shovel, and I'll just laugh at you. But yeah, Roy Burns was a boss at the end of this movie. He was actually boss invincible like Jason really was. I like the blue chevrons as well. I was just talking about that earlier. Dick Warlock took that photo of him in the Michael suit with Jason. I'll have to look that up, guys. You guys have taught me something. It was on this set. It was my neighbor. Anthony says Roy did PCP. Yeah, Roy must have shot up some PCP, a whole gang load of it, to take over half the punishment that he did at the end there. The only thing I do not like about this ending, where they're fighting Jason and running from him, Roy Burns is the GOAT of the best copycat killer. I will agree with you, Asylum. You're exactly right. He took that punishment like a boss. The only thing I don't like about this ending is John Shepard, as Tommy Jarvis finally comes into the barn and comes face to face with Jason, quote unquote, after all the years that he chopped him up into little bitty pieces at the end of the final chapter. And they come face to face, and Tommy doesn't do a damn thing but get knocked out. That's the only thing I hate. That was so fuck. There was not one big great fight scene between him and Tommy Jarvis, which there should have been. They finally come face to face. He's like, Jason. And then Roy Burns / Jason just knocks him the fuck out. That was stupid. And you guys can agree with that. First nope, he didn't. Prior to 5. Roy is way better than you know. I'll take Roy over Court. Yes. Yeah. And like I said, don't even say that son of a bitch's name out loud. Let's just keep it together. Damn enchiladas. That photo is in the Discord. Sweet, I'm going to check that out. So yeah, you would expect a good, fantastic fight scene between Tommy Jarvis and Jason, but nah. Jason just smacks him and knocks him the fuck. It's just ridiculous. The ending to the whole movie as a whole sequel could have been a lot better. Fun parts in it, fun quotes like Vic, just forget it, and damn enchiladas. But they finally come face to face after all the years after the final chapter, and then Tommy just gets knocked the fuck out. It was Danny Steinman was a fucking idiot. They teased his Van Damme fight moves the whole movie, and then he finally, he beats the shit out of two people in this movie. Junior on the motorcycle, Ethel's son, and then the horny bastard who fucks Tina in the woods countless times, which I would have too. Which I will give that guy one thing. He did the smart thing back in the 80s. He was fucking in the woods rather than eating damn enchiladas in the woods like Demon was. But yeah, he beats the shit. Two badass fight scenes and then gets knocked out like a little bitch at the very end. Yeah, I do not understand and will not ever stand the ending to this movie. He killed the goth girl in a different way. I can't remember exactly what he does to the goth girl who's doing the robot dance to his eyes. She's sitting there doing the dance, shuffling, doing the 1980s version of shuffling. I can't remember. Help me out here, Asylum. I can't remember how she dies, but I just couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand the part because I guess I don't know. I'm speechless. So I don't even have a good joke or a quip for the robot dance that she's doing to his eyes. First responders, you go ahead and take a chocolate bar. Go ahead, buddy. Corey Feldman did more, and he was like, not exactly. And that's what made that ending so badass. He was killed by a child, so you would expect an even better badass fight scene as a young adult, Tommy Jarvis, but no, he gets bitch slapped and knocked out. And then it's up to Reggie the Reckless and Pam to defeat Jason at the end. Just freaking ridiculous, man. Is it just me, but some goth girls? Yes, goth girls are very hot. Polly, you just forget it, Polly, okay? Just forget it. Asylum, he stabs her in the crotch instead of the stomach. And I don't know if you're just doing one of your playful things, but that does sound pretty cool. He does a bob kill on her with a machete. Gotcha. Be careful, Polly. First responders is going to your fridge. At least Tom Matthews did it justice. He sure as hell did, which we will get to that tomorrow night when we do Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. I can't wait. Yes, someone opened up a whole can of Spam on the live stream, but you see what happens to Spam. So somehow, some way, Pam and Rick, I can't remember how they get Tommy at the top of the barn or whatever, but they do. Polly says, try it, responder, and first responder said, you can just forget it, Polly. Just forget it. You're out of line, Polly. Speaking of the characters, they are forgettable to me. I don't remember it. Yeah, I don't either. The only ones I remember is Pam, because she's smoking hot, Reggie the Reckless, of course, and then Tommy Jarvis. Yeah, this, like I was telling everybody earlier, Baz, this is my least watched Friday the 13th. I'm going to have to look that up, Asylum. Polly found his new Bloodless. Thank God. We needed Bloodless to be replaced, and Polly found him. First responder says, forget it, Polly. Just forget it. So that's what started the whole war between first responders and Polly. And first responders, you are new to the channel and the live streams. It really doesn't go well for anybody that goes against Polly. That goth girl is calling my name. Oh, go get her, Tiger. Well, when Bloodless come back, it's got to be cat. Yeah, that ain't no shit. Nice. I love your celebratory sombrero that you're wearing for the damn enchiladas part. By the way, Baz, I bet this script was the first. Yeah, probably didn't even go back and try to edit anything. Proofread it, edit, nothing. No, first responders is a fireman, or he could be a vampire fireman. I don't know. Infinite Loop, what's up, buddy? I still need to find the time to rewatch some of these sequels. Been busy lately. I understand. I haven't even really had a chance to go back and watch some of these. I'm just going off memory mainly. You must have stole Anthony's chocolate. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he did, Polly. And then he told him to just forget it. I'm supposed not in the Goth Girls Maestro. I am so, dude. If a goth, I am so into goth girls. I love dark girls. I love the dark toned atmospheric girl. Oh, I will. Yeah, Maestro Megatron loves goth girls. Trust me. As long as they look good, as long as they carry the look good. First responders is admitting that he stole a sandwich as well. So we got a vampire fireman that is a klepto food maniac. Okay, wonderful. This live stream just keeps getting better and better. You could just forget it, Polly, okay? Just forget it. So anyways, I don't even remember how the whole fight scene at the end. I just couldn't stand it that Tommy Jarvis got bitch slapped out, knocked out by Jason. Should have been a hell of a final fight. And Jason gets pushed over the edge of the barn and lands on the spike. I think it's a hay baler spikes or whatever. And they look down, and the hockey mask, the blue chevron hockey mask, is off of the Jason, and the rubber latex mask that he was wearing underneath. And it reveals that it is the paramedic Roy Burns the whole time, who was taking the punishment and killing like a boss in this movie. They're all woke now, though. Yeah, that's why I won't touch a fucking goth girl. Goth girl's tier list. At least he doesn't suck. I'll leave it at that. Yes, I need to leave in a little bit. All right, first responders, you go take care of those damn enchiladas. Asylum. Let's be honest. Roy killed Tina, cutting out her eyes when she read the JLC. That's probably what happened. Asylum. Therefore, Professor, if you're watching this live stream, if you have read the JLC book that you bought, which I'm still wondering about that, you're probably going to get your eyes cut out with the head shears by Roy Burns. You're going to suffer the same fate as Tina did in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I want a goth girl with big tits and big ass. Hell yeah. Yes, Chad, man, most likely. Reggie the Reckless did more than Tommy now that and that's like I said, just the story and the script in this movie was just complete and total shit because it was written by Danny Steinman, who directed it. And yeah, instead of a big final boss fight and Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, he gets bitch slapped and knocked out and then pushed over the edge by, I think it was either Pam or Reggie the Reckless, lands on the spikes to reveal it's Roy Burns, the paramedic. And why is it Roy Burns, the paramedic, that's been doing this whole time? He ran his ass over. Yep, I like that part. Anthony, the vast majority of girls are too much trouble. Yeah, that's why I don't get involved. Fuck that shit. Oh man, Roy Burns, he wouldn't have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling chocolate bar kids. Those meddling damn chocolate bar eating little some bitches. David Gordon Green took inspiration from that scene. I can believe that. Because he can't come up with anything on his own, obviously. First responders, if you got hit with an axe, you're on your own, buddy. You shouldn't have told Polly to just forget it. You shouldn't have stole the sandwich out of his damn fridge either. Slammo Sammo. Welcome to the live stream. By the way, forget it. You can just forget it. She'll never know what I'm talking about, Baz. You'll have to explain it to her. You know what, Vic? Forget it. You can just forget it. Don't ever tell Vic to just forget it. I covered that at the beginning of the live stream. Don't try to give him a damn chocolate bar, and don't tell him to just forget it. I think she's a bit over. I mean, her acting, she's smoking hot. She's one of the hottest girls, probably the hottest girl in all the Friday the 13th movies besides Jennifer Cook. And the next one, Friday the 13th Part 6, Megan. But she's smoking hot, and the acting was pretty good up until the last 20 minutes where they're running and fighting Jason. She didn't act scared very well. Slammo Sammo, don't cry. I'm just quoting one of the ridiculous quotes in this ridiculous Friday the 13th movie, that's all. Slammo Sammo, I love you, you know that. I love how they altered the Part 4 Jason in the movie sequence. Yes, they did. It actually looks pretty damn good. I don't know where the can of spam's coming from in your world, first responders, but everybody that's on here is not spam right now. That opening scene is arguing on a daily basis. It's us arguing. Yeah, pretty much. You know what, Baz? Forget it. Just forget it. Damn enchiladas. Slammo Samo cracks me up. So come to find out, the same sheriff that brought up the fact that Jason was or it was the mayor, wasn't the sheriff. The mayor brought up that he was cremated, but the same sheriff that brought the horny teens back to the camp at the beginning of the movie that got cussed out by Ethel. We eating some enchiladas. He reveals that Joey, who told Vic to just forget it and shouldn't have because he got chopped up, but Joey will not be telling anybody just forget it anymore unless he's telling people to just forget it down in hell. Was chopped up by Vic. It was the son of Roy Burns, and that's why he read the newspaper clippings of Jason, got the whole MO, put on, he borrowed the blue coverall suit from Dick Warlock and couldn't find the red chevron mask, hockey mask, so he got the blue chevron mask instead and went on the killing spree. Thank you for the large kitchen knives ratings there, Anthony, and the Vic axes. And Polly is getting invaded by aliens. You can have a nacho chimichanga anytime you want. First responder, just go to Polly's fridge. There's probably one in there. He's got all kinds of food in his fridge because he's eating all the time. I saw him. I got to rewatch it now. Did you notice when she was running in the raid? Yes. I went back and read that, Asylum. I very much so noticed that she was wearing no bra in the rain when she was running because I still want to bend Melanie Kinnaman over. The aliens are coming. You know what? Just forget it, Polly. Asylum, no problem. Maestro, how you have 342 likes on this, but 8 views? What? Yeah, I got 342 likes, but only 8 people on the live stream, and I don't know what's going on with this whole situation right now, but I'll take the likes, or I'll take the... Damn, yeah, that is crazy. We are talking about Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Slammo. Polly has just informed first responders that he can only have a bag of ice to eat. The Bloodless Army is oh, shit. Damn enchiladas. Slammo, he has 8 likes on this for me. Hell yeah, Slammo. Do you like to party? It's party time. Return of the... Oh, my God. I love that. I love the soundtrack on both the Return of Living Deads. I love those movies. Especially the first one. Just Clue Gallagher. You know what? We're going to do a live stream of the first 2 Return of Living Deads here pretty soon. We'll get the professor involved in that. But I love those freaking movies. Yeah, 300 people had to let out them damn enchiladas out in the middle of the woods. Slammo! Bloodless is dead. He got ate up to bones by Lizzo. First responders, according to him, stole a nacho. Not like a couple of nachos, not a few nachos, not a plate full of nachos. He just walks by the plate of nachos and just steals one nacho. What a waste of time and resourcefulness for you, first responders. He said, yo, nacho. So there you have it. There is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, which it was fun to make fun of and talk about. It was nice to picture Melanie Kinnaman, running in the rain with no bra, with that white shirt on while she's running. Thanks for reminding me of that part. I'm going to go inside now and watch that on repeat a lot. We got to talk about the damn enchiladas, our favorite part in this movie, with the most absurd scene in the movie at the same time, because back in the 80s, I guess the only thing to do, which I don't remember this back in the 80s because I was there, but the only thing to do in 1985, according to Demon, Reggie the Reckless's older brother, once again, was to go out in the middle of the woods in the back of a station wagon, eat damn enchiladas, pizza, and drink beer, and have to run to the portable shit house. And then sing with his girlfriend that's standing outside shaking the shit house. The scene where Roy stomped Brie Larson's head was, oh yes, that is a great kill. That's probably my all-time favorite kill too, because I hate Brie Larson, Asylum. Infinite Loop's getting a kick out of the Lizzo joke, the ongoing Lizzo joke. You must have stolen Taco Bell. Yeah, because all they give you is maybe 2 nachos and their nachos. Taco Bell is complete total shit. Yes, there will be another live stream tomorrow night, and we're talking about my all-time all-time favorite Friday the 13th tomorrow night. Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives. The actual return of the actual Jason Voorhees, not Roy Burns, not Dick Warlock, and not Tom Morga. All this food talk, I'm going to turn into Lizzo. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Now I want some Russell Stover's frozen enchiladas, like Demon had. I'm jealous that Tommy kept Roy's mask. It's mine. The mask is mine. It's mine. Mine. Freddy versus Jason. Y'all still, yeah, they're still talking about Lizzo, Slammo. I feel kind of the same. I'm rolling my eyes as well. I had some Golden Chick, and the chicken sandwiches are fucking from Golden Chick. Every time I've gotten one of their chicken sandwiches, bro, they were freaking delicious. But I'll take your word for it, Polly. You are the food expert on this live stream for show. Same time as probably tonight, first responders, about 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m. The reveal of Roy was underwhelming. I think it was one of the kids that could have been better. It could have been, should have been one of the meddling kids from Scooby-Doo that took Vic's chocolate bar after it was chopped in half. No, Pam did not die. I mean, yeah, let's talk about the controversial end. Tommy Jarvis is in the room, has another vision of Jason, and then Pam goes back in there because you hear the window break in the room where Tommy, I forgot to bring this up, where Tommy's at, and she goes in there, Tommy's missing, sees the broken window, rain blowing in, animals blowing in, nachos blowing in, enchiladas blowing in, little animals from outside's blowing in this window on the hospital. Lizzo's blowing in. Slammo Sammo even blew in the window. Sebastian didn't blow in the window. His sombrero that he's wearing, a celebratory sombrero for this live stream, blew off his head and blew in the window. And Pam's staring at the window like, what the hell's going on? And then standing behind the door is Tommy Jarvis wearing the blue chevron hockey mask that he obviously took off of Roy Burns, and no one saw him. And he's standing behind Pam with the knife, so you're assuming that now he's the next Jason. And then, yeah, what a shit ending that was. I'm going to just do the review of Part 6 first, and then this weekend will be the Part 6 watch along, guys. If that's the only way I'm going to be able to get it done. So we'll talk about Part 6, review Part 6 tomorrow night on the live stream, and this Saturday, me and the professor will do the watch along with you guys of Part 6. Slammo Sammo's laughing her ass off because she blew in the window. Well, I need to leave now. So, all right, first responders, just forget it, okay? You could just forget it. Put the food back into Polly's refrigerator. All the food you stole, the nacho, the chocolate-covered chicken, everything. Put it back in the fridge, and we'll see you tomorrow night, buddy. You have a good one. A rubber spider blew into the window. You're right, Tim. I forgot about that part. The ending ruins the whole continuity. I know. I don't like it. That's one reason I skip it when I watch it if it's on, but I do skip it in the marathon myself, Baz. Your sombrero blew through the window. Polly's cracking me up. That's my sombrero I bought for Cinco de Mayo party in a Spanish club. Well, Tommy Jarvis shouldn't have broke the damn window while it's raining and blowing outside. Slammo stole it, I guess. TCM2 was just begging for a watch along. Yeah, I'm going to do TCM2 here in the future. I'll watch along for sure. Yes, he's back. Asylum, I cannot wait to review this tomorrow night, and I can't wait to do the watch along with you guys this Saturday on Part 6. I'm sorry, all the food that first responders Polly took from your refrigerator, he ate it all, so it will not be going back to your fridge. I'll give this film an 8 out of 10. That's a bold ranking, Asylum. He said, throw it away. I don't want that shit back. Back when I was a kid, I gave Friday the 13th A New Beginning like a 2 out of 10. It kind of grew on me as an adult because of the damn enchiladas part and the Vic You Can Just Forget It part, and the Roy Burns twist is pretty good, but like Sebastian said, it's really kind of underrated. I give Friday the 13th A New Beginning a 4 out of 10, so it really didn't stand the test of time, and it really didn't stand the test of time even back in 85 when I first saw it. So I give it, because of Pam's smoking hotness, Reggie the Reckless, and Tommy Jarvis being a badass up until the freaking end, I give it a 4 out of 10. Sebastian gives it a 5.5 out of 10. Anthony, 5 out of 10. Atkins, Mr. Tim Atkins, Mustache Man, gives it a 6 out of a 10. Anthony, can I store my food under your bed? I'm pretty sure Anthony won't mind. Anthony's a nice guy like this. Asylum actually likes to score in this movie. I don't really remember it too much. Just put it on Blood Blister's table first. God. So yeah, bunch of 5s out of 10s, 5.5 out of 10. Mr. Tim Atkins gives it a 6 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 10. That's only because of Pam and the Roy Burns twist, I guess. And I love Tommy Jarvis up until the end, where he becomes a little bitch somehow. Chad Man gives it 7 enchiladas out of 10. Polly gives it a 7 out of 10. So there you have it. There was Friday the 13th, A New Beginning from 1985, 38 years later, directed by Danny Steinman, and who wrote the screenplay very poorly, I might add, which if you've seen the movie and talked about it on the live stream, it is a poor script, poor characters, very poor cast of characters, except for Pam and Reggie and Tommy up until the end. I have to keep bringing that up. And Vic and Demon. It gets a 4 out of a 10 from me because of the damn enchiladas and Demon. That part, it's such a great part. Here's the thing about this movie. It was made again for about $2.2 million, and it grossed the lowest amount of Friday the 13th movies out of the whole series. All the Friday the 13th movies grossed anywhere from $30 to $80 million. This one only grossed $21.2 million. So it was the lowest grossing money bag Friday the 13th in the franchise, and for good reason, too. You talking to me, Sheriff? Was you talking to me? Dude, I love that. Asylum, I'm glad you brought that. Sheriff, was you talking to me? There was a first little hint that Roy Burns had lost his mind and that he's playing the blue chevron Jason. It was just a carbon copy of part 4 from, with part 1 mixed in there with the whodunit stuff. That's a good way of putting it. But yeah, it was the lowest grossing money Friday the 13th in the series. And I will talk about it tomorrow when we do part 6. That's why, and they weren't going to do another one, but that's why Paramount Pictures was like, no. We want the $30 million to $80 million back. So that's when they come up the following year in 1986 for Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, and they actually bring back the actual Jason from the grave instead of Roy frickin' Burns. So yeah, there you have it. The lowest grossing Friday the 13th sequel in the series. Polly, I love what Jason throws his victims through windows, and he does that a lot in some of these sequels. Anton, I think if this had a second or third draft and a better director, it would have been a 7 out of 10. Totally agree. If it would have been written better and a better director, it actually gave a shit about the series, it would have been a lot better. So I agree, Mr. Anton. So yeah, this has been another fun-ass live stream talking about Vic, Just Forget It, and talking about damn enchiladas, and talking about Melanie Kinnaman's, Pam's bouncing wet boobies in the rain at the end of the movie. Of course, we got Rubber Spiders and Reggie the Reckless, Tommy Jarvis the Badass up until the end. As much as I love Part 7, it's all downhill from Jason Lives. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, Anthony, and we will dwell further into the details why here in the later live streams. I wish they would have kept the director from Part 4. Yeah, I brought it up at the beginning of the live stream. Joseph Zito, who directed Part 4, he was actually invited back to direct it, and he's like, no, you told me I was doing the last one, hence the name, the final chapter, so there you go. I'm not coming back to do A New Beginning. So he didn't, and that's how we got stuck with Danny Steinman. Part 6 usually where I end, but I watch Part 7. I watch Part 7 a lot because I like which we'll get into later. I like the story in Part 7. It's not the best written, but it's just good fight scenes in it. Roseblood was very boring. Yes, Chad, man. It started out pretty good, then it got boring, and then the end was really freaking weird. Damn, didn't know that. He sure as hell missed out. I wish he would have came back for Part 5 and might have gotten better damn enchiladas in it. Yeah, just Roseblood could have been a lot better. Again, as I've stated, it started out really good, but then it just got boring. I thought about, all my, most of my video games are over at the professor's house because he's borrowed them from me throughout the years. But yeah, we can do a simulcast live stream of video games. He killed Michael Myers. I'm Roseblood. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, just the ending part to Roseblood is very, very weird and inexplicably. It's inexplicable. Fan films are usually lame, except for NHA 2 and Halloween Inferno. Those are some damn good fan films. One real lame fan film, since we're on the subject, Sebastian, is Dylan's New Nightmare. That's a real freaking lame fan film. By Dave I Scam Money McCrae. Womp Stomp nailed Tommy Jarvis 200 times better. You're exactly correct, Baz. Michael Myers coming back was very inexplicably inexplicable. Myers fan 25 would be so proud of us for using his big word, the only big word that he knows. Chad Man, inexplicably the Myers fan had some damn. Judging by Myers fan 25's face and facial expressions, I say he eats damn enchiladas on the daily. I really don't think he's really on the couch. I think he does his videos on the toilet. Maestro, did you put the I haven't put the comment yet, but I will. I'm definitely giving. I got to give McCrae a good piece of my mind about how big a piece of shit he is. I'd love to do a live stream with Dave McCrae, have a debate with him. Damn blabbermouth bastard. Yeah, come at me, McCrae. Come at me. I'm the Maestro Megatron. Chad Man, professional actor, Oh, good God. Are you going to get mad and say, did you donate? Well, fuck no. I don't even like you, McCrae. Hell no, I didn't donate any money to your sorry ass. Dave McCrae wouldn't let you get a word. Yeah, I mean, I'm a blabbermouth myself on these live streams because I love to read everybody's comments, unlike other YouTubers on YouTube. But, as much as I like to talk, I couldn't get a damn word in edgewise. Baz is giving the palm to the face because you have to donate to call people out for scamming. So yeah, this was fun, making fun of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, basically, and I can't wait to do part 6. Oh, yeah. I'm going to re-review part 6 tomorrow night, followed by part 7, and then Saturday night, me and the professor will do a watch-along with you guys. Polly, I don't know who you're calling Pinocchio or accusing of lying, but I hope it was first responders and not one of us. You know what, Polly? You just forget it. You can just forget it. Anthony talks like hard ass behind people's back, and then he acts tough. Yeah, exactly. McCrae's a big ass pussy. Dave McCrae, you freaking pansy ass. But I almost wish Bloodless would show up so Polly could slam him into the dirt. Polly, please no damn enchiladas. So everybody that's on the live stream here, what have we learned about Friday the 13th, A New Beginning? What have we learned? If Bloodless shows up, we go full on no referee between those two. You got that right, Anthony. He said he can beat up Arnold because he's old, but everyone in the comments turned off. Oh, my God. McCrae, you couldn't fight your way out of a neighbor's house, you idiot dumbass. Baz, it was on a Terminator live stream. Good God. McCrae, you couldn't beat up a shadow. No more chicken nuggets for Baz, according to Polly. Yeah, Dave McCock talk a lot. Dave McPussy. McCrae, you couldn't whip anybody's ass. You can't even whip your own ass. Stupid ass bastard. So what we've learned in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, revisiting 38 years later, what we've learned so far is you don't tell Vic that he's out of line, you don't offer Vic a chocolate bar, and you don't tell Vic to just forget it, okay? Because then you get the axe to the back, like Joey did. You don't sit out in the middle of the woods like Reggie the Reckless Brother did, Demon, in the back of a station wagon and eat enchiladas, drink beer, and eat pizza. You end up going to the outdoor shit house and getting killed. And another thing we've learned is you do not put Tommy Jarvis up against Jason as an adult because he just gets slapped and knocked to the ground. That's what we've learned. Arnold got jump kicked from behind and didn't even flinch or move. Polly, there is no more chicken you ate at all. That's true, Anthony. What we've learned is Deborah got a nice rack. Yes, Pam has a nice rack. Steak burger with fries and beer and celery sticks and carrot. Good God. That's a hell of a combo. So there you have it. That's what we've learned 38 years later from Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Which, like I said, did not stand a test of time, nor the time that it came out in 85 for me. So 4 out of 10. But that works too. Gotcha. My bad. Just call me Deputy Dog. So Polly is now accusing Anthony of drinking up all the NyQuil. He's hooked on laudanum. Part 6 gets the franchise out of a dead end. As much as I hate people want to give, yes, Part 6 does pull the proverbial nail in the coffin out of the Friday the 13th franchise that caused it with A New Beginning, and pulls it back out and starts making money again. Because like I said, this was the lowest grossing sequel in the franchise, which is $21.2 million. Anthony is pleading his case that he doesn't drink the NyQuil. Slammo, why are you bored? Am I boring? Oh, am I boring to you now, Slammo? You know what, Slammo? Forget it. Just forget it. Just kidding. Just kidding, Slammo. Yeah, Slammo, you've got to watch these Friday the 13th movies to know what we're talking about. Then you won't be so bored, will you? Not only does he drink the cough medicine, but he eats all the cough drops too, dipped in gravy. Pam is yours and yours only. We'll see about that, Asylum. We'll see. Oh, Asylum. I still need to get you on one of my live streams with me to get your channel really promoted. Slammo, I was just kidding. We love you, Slammo, Sammo. Jason's costume was cheap looking in Roseblood, very much so. I think Roseblood was very cheaply made. RV Ride and Sony are making a live action Legend of Zelda. No shit. Now I would definitely check that out because I love the Legend of Zelda. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm sorry, Slammo. You're not in the mood for Friday the 13th, or you're not in the mood for people picking on you or just teasing you. What's Baz, what's going on with your poor little sissy? Is she okay? We love you, Slammo. Slammo, Sammo. I really want to see Sebastian and on a live stream with you together. I got to get Asylum on here with me, and I got to get Sebastian Way on here with me. So I got Sebastian. By the way, Asylum, do you have Instagram? That's if you have an Instagram account, what is it under? That way I can send you the link, the live link on your DM on Instagram, so I can get you on the live stream with me. And Sebastian, I've already got you on Instagram, so I can easily send you the link as well in your DM. Yeah, just if you're on Instagram, just type out what your Instagram name is under, and I'll be able to send you the link to go live. I tell her to watch it, and she said, I'm not in the mood. Yeah, little Sammo's crying. Oh, Slammo's crying. Just like the Van Halen song. Yeah, there is a shit ton of Friday the 13th movies, Slammo, so I don't blame you for being overwhelmed on that. There's a lot of parts to watch, but we're flowing through them pretty good. We just got done with the 5th one, and part 6 will be tomorrow. We revisit part 6, Jason Lives, my favorite sequel in the series. It would be cool to have a full panel one day. That's definitely going to be in the works. Thank you, Mr. Asylum. Send me that Instagram, and I'll be able to send you the link to go live with me. Now look what you did, Polly. You're pissing off Slammo. You don't want to get Slammo Sammo pissed off. She won't give you no damn enchiladas. Polly. I'd go on eventually for sure. I want to do it on a day where I don't feel sick, though. Got you, Baz. Make sure you're feeling good and make sure you're feeling 100%. But I understand. You just let me know when you're available to be come live with me, Asylum. That would be nice on the 500 sub lot. Yes, I totally agree, Baz. Polly's still talking shit, of course. Talks more shit than a butthole. My Instagram name is Joshua German. Gotcha. I got you. Okay. I will start following you, and then when you're ready to go live with me, I'll be able to send you the live link on your DM on Instagram so you can go live. Polly's just shaking in his boots. He's shaking in his snow boots. But yeah, good fun stream tonight, guys. Another low rating Friday the 13th sequel. First one being part 3. That was very low ranked, and A New Beginning here was very low ranked. It did not stand the test of time for me, like part 3 didn't. But we're starting to get into some good ones. We've gotten into some good ones because we love the original and part 2 and the final chapter, of course, but we're getting into a real good one tomorrow night with part 6, Jason Lives. Yeah, Asylum and Anthony together would be cool. Hell yeah, it would. That'd be entertaining as hell. I would have to wait, though, because we are moving soon. Okay, just let me know when you're readily available, Mr. Asylum. No problem at all. And maybe Polly and his dirty wieners, yeah. Yeah, because Polly has a lot of dirty wieners in his refrigerator, all right. You know what, Polly? Forget it, okay? Just forget it. You chump. Sebastian and his hot sauce bottles, too. Yeah, Baz, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I'm sorry you lost your sombrero in the bashed out window in Tommy Jarvis's hospital room, and I'm sorry that you lost your sombrero, but get the hell away from the hot sauce bottles as well, would you? Just kidding, Baz. Polly, what the hell? So yeah, we're flowing through these pretty good. Part 6 tomorrow, guys. I hope everybody about the same time as tonight. Good live stream. I'm glad I got to make fun of the Vic part and the damn enchiladas part, which is everybody's favorite part in this movie. Slammo said, "Where'd you put my sombrero?" It blew in the window. I like the spice, Chico. Polly, good God. If you ever want YouTube to nuke the channel, have Bloodless and no. I like I like our channel, Anthony, so that sure as hell ain't happening. And sorry, Slammo. Sebastian has no idea where your sombrero is. Bambi with corn. She must have had some enchiladas. Cheapest car in the whole wide world is the electric car Volkswagen. Anybody wants to be stupid and go with electric cars? Yes, it blew off your head, blew into Tommy Jarvis's hospital room. Jamie Lee Curtis was the pizza delivery guy. She's a guy, basically. He was the pizza delivery guy coming to Tommy's room to give him a pizza while he's recovering in the hospital, and it hit her right, smacked her right in her damn ugly ass face. Yeah, that's what I meant, the Tesla. Yeah, electric cars are cheap. Pieces of shit. Very random, Bambi, but welcome to the live stream. Baz, I hope you get the notification finally for tomorrow night's live stream. That's some bullshit, man. No wonder you're mad. Polly is so angry right now that he's turned into Satan on the live stream. That's some good bubbly, Baz. That's some good bubbly. Oh, Polly's calling out Slammo Sammo. Is she the one that's deleting Sebastian's notifications? We'll find out tomorrow night. It's the mystery of the live stream. YouTube is completely broken. You have almost 400 likes on this and no one has subbed it. Weird. How the hell do I have 400? Ew, that's weird. No one subbed yet? That sucks. Oh, well. We still got 485. We are 15 away from 500 subs, guys. If somehow I do have 400 likes, this video is going to circulate around YouTube big time with that many likes. Slammo said, I could care less about his damn notification. Go home, YouTube. You're drunk. Asylum. If JSA ever talks shit about Dick Warlock, she's not going to survive. No. She will never survive that. There's a few things you don't do in this world. One of them being don't tell Vic to just forget it. Don't eat damn enchiladas out in the woods. And do not talk shit about Dick Warlock, the best Michael Myers in Halloween history. You read that in Alex Jones' voice. All right, guys. Good live stream tonight, man. Yeah, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, one of my least favorites, like part 3, but had some cool lines, some cool, stupid parts in it, like the damn enchiladas, and just forget it, Vic. And it was Roy Burns. The fact that it was Roy Burns was pretty cool, because Roy Burns has got a big cult following almost as much as Jason does in this movie. Because a lot of people, even on Halloween, dress up like the Roy Burns Jason, but... tomorrow night we will be going back and revisiting Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives from 1986. Had to bring back the real iconic Jason Voorhees killer, since this movie, A New Beginning, tanked so bad at the box office. So thanks everybody for coming to the live stream. And Maestro Megatron's going to get out of here and go get some damn enchiladas. Polly, thanks for the pointing the finger and the trophy, Maestro, and the applause. Thank you so much, Mr. Polly. Fridge full of food. I'm happy I didn't miss it. I thought you were gonna end it all right. Went on for we're almost on for 2 hours, man. Infinite Loop, thanks for coming. Peace out to you as well. Have a good night, Senor Sebastian Way. Good to see you, Slammo Sammo. Polly, it's always a pleasure. Giga Chad, man, thanks for coming. And Anton, Mr. Anton, thanks for coming, buddy. Asylum, thanks for coming to the live stream. Can't wait to go live with you. But yeah, you have a good night as well, Slammo Sammo. It's good to see you again. I'm going to check your channel over and over around this time. Yeah, I guess just keep checking out the damn channel around this time. Aw, I got hearted by Polly. How sweet. Yes, I will go live the same time tomorrow night as tonight, Mr. Sebastian. But yeah, guys, this was fun. Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, did not stand the test of time. Tomorrow night, though, Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. And you guys have a good night, sweet dreams, and happy nightmares. Just forget it.